Well, I'm showing up as an investor for the last 30 years, consulting businesses for as many years, and coaching businesses for the last 15 years. And I started a mentoring program 5 years ago as a way to connect with trusted advisors, leaders in globally, actually. And I'm doing a $1 million business challenge that we do for 21 days. So it's an interesting way to be able to bring people together, be able to discuss big ideas, and of course, be able to get some input, thoughts, ideas, connections, resources. There's the most amount spent on healthcare in the US, and yet they're ranked a lot lower, 17th, 18th, very low globally, at least of the developed countries. So what does that mean? And immediately I thought, oh, of course, America's all about business. This is a business. Input, output, and generate revenue. And the commodity is just patients coming in, and you charge as much as you can and get away with, except that there are some regulations for the healthcare industry that really changes a little bit. And how does healthcare show up? From a business standpoint, from a responsible organization, from something that we can use continuously. The thought that I came to mind when the speaker was talking about is if healthcare is so much better somewhere else, well, when I need it, I'm thinking I got to leave the country because, first of all, I could probably afford it. I could get better healthcare, and I can live a little bit longer. So that's what flashed into my mind. I thought, how do I prepare for something like that probably is inevitable for all of us? So there's a lot of questions that came up from this for me. Well, we have two opposing ideologies. And let me present what those are. On the one part of it, healthcare is a business. It's a thriving business. I can't speak for Canada, so I'm speaking for the US as I see it. It's a business. So you have input, you have execution, you have output. Input patients, operate, treat them, get them out, charge them. It's a business. So as a business, and I'm putting my business hat on, you need more patients coming in faster, charge them more, and get them out. Production goes up. Well, there's no shortage of patients. Why? Well, there's another system prior to that feeds the patients food and things that are not healthy. So there's no shortage of that. So, and the healthcare system, that part of it, oh yeah, we don't believe in all these processed goods, unhealthiness, and I forget where I got the statistics, but the healthcare of the people is getting worse and worse and worse. It's climbing. Obesity, and I don't know the number specifically, but it continues to climb. We are here in the US, I'm speaking probably mostly the Western countries, maybe not so much Europe, but here obesity is a disease that we feed it. So the healthcare industry gets all these obese people coming in, and there's byproducts of that, cancer, all kinds of other diseases, but the primary source is obesity. You take care of obesity, all of a sudden, oh, what happens? No obesity, no patients, healthcare crumbles, no business. Oh, that is bad business. You cannot have bad business if you have no clients, no patients coming in. But not to worry, obesity is climbing, so our business, healthcare, is growing and expanding. And so the more we feed into it, input, process, output, we're good to go. We make a lot of money and we continue to expand. That's one ideology. Here's the coaching ideology. The coaching ideology is preventive, be healthy, do the right thing, values. That's coaching. Coaching to me is something, and and you can experience that, is to be able to do the best for the person and improve where they're at, help them get to where they're going better, faster, stronger, and healthy. So if you get them healthy, they don't need the healthcare system. At least they may at some point, maybe when they're ready to die, maybe never. But they're opposing ideologies. So when I look at it, I'm thinking, oh, they don't really want me. They say they want me, or they say it's patient care, but really underneath it, get them in, get them out, charge them as high as you can. Oh, and we love patient care. That, I'm thinking, more and more is a talking point. So they're opposing ideologies. So when we come as coaches, as preventive, and we're saying, look, we can help you, and there's three layers: the management, the caregivers, the providers, the technicians, and the patients. At the management, we could say, oh, we can come in and coach you and be able to do the strategies. They may say, yes, I need coaching because I need to do more business and better business. The technicians say, I don't have any time. I'm producing. I'm a doctor. I don't have any time for you. Get out of here. Patients, let's coach the patients. Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead. Coach the patients, but not right away and not very well, because we need those patients to really pay us. We don't want them to get better and out. Case in point is that they have a fight. I think there's a fight, but there's a conflict between modern healthcare system and those people that provide wellness with exercise and good eating and all those things. There's a conflict. They're not in the same area. Now, a healthcare system may say some of that, and they may do some token, but no, their businesses operate, cut, paste, collect. Opposing ideology, where I think we're heading. And I think it's a revolutionary thing. And it may be decades, maybe towards the end of the century. But so where we're heading is this, that, and I take this from a coaching perspective, that we can make a huge difference globally in the world that would impact people's health, people's cultures, people's societies. And that is coaching. And the more I think of it, the more it makes a lot of sense. Here's why. Coming back to where we are heading. You can't produce doctors fast enough. It takes too long. The pandemic, there was a shortage of doctors and nurses that can't produce them. They were bringing in from other countries, bring them in, whether it's Philippines or India or something, bring them in because we need them. It takes too long to produce. But here's what takes a lot shorter time. A coach. You can be coached in 3 months. And whether it's life coach, business coach, different disciplines that I went through that training, 3 months, 6 months, I'm a coach. And I can help you, patient, client, peer, to get a better life. And here's what you need to do. A, B, C, D. Do this. Here's my accountability. Keep doing it. So going forward, there's many more coaches in my mind. I'm thinking right now, not yet, but think of this. It takes a doctor 12 years to become a doctor, takes 3 months to be a coach. Somebody comes in and says, let me think about this. I'll be a coach and go out there and help. And they certainly don't make as money. It takes 12 years to be a doctor. You don't make a lot of money until the end of the 12 years. As a coach, 3 months, you make a little bit of money, but all of a sudden you can make some good money at the end of the year. So financially, time-wise, and here's the more important part, the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do to be able to help other people to scale, to grow, to be a better person. That's the right thing to do. And fundamentally, as human beings, we want to do the right thing. if it's easy to do. If it's easy to do, then I'll do the right thing. I'm just human. So if it's easy to be a coach, it's easy for me to get paid, it's easy for me to be able to help other people and expand. I've got 8 billion people in the world, 8 billion people in the world. And in order to help 8 billion people in the world, you need 8 billion coaches. So, or maybe 4 billion. That's still a lot. So you can produce coaches a lot faster than doctors. You can pay them better short term than doctors, and you do the right thing shorter. And with technology and the way that we're expanding, we're connecting globally now, actually, if we consider Canada globally. And certainly we do. We can connect with technology. The only thing that probably prohibits us now, but it won't later on, is the language. What language do we speak? Well, if we could speak English, the three of us, we're fine. But there are many other languages. So there is some hindrances. Language, which technology is going to take care of. Time, if we're communicating here at particular, let's say the Eastern time, how do we communicate in Australia? And the technology itself. Technology is getting better and better. Right now, there's 1 billion smartphones. So we need 8 billion smartphones. So I don't know what time that happens. Maybe it's 2050, where everybody has the technology, a smartphone. Everybody has the ability to communicate in the language and hear it in the language that they prefer. And we do it at whatever time zone that we want. So we eliminate at least those obstacles that I identified. So now we can help 8 billion people, 8 billion people with other 8 billion people or 4 billion people, whatever that dynamics might be. I think that's where we're going. I think we're at a tremendous revolution, healthcare revolution, mental revolution, emotional revolution, a dynamics where we're going. The other obstacle, of course, is resources. If climate change is the problem, wars, I think, are going to go away after we have this war finished in the Ukraine. Natural resources happening. So I think those are problems that the generations are going to have to address, and they will. I think we are probably at the beginning part in the right direction with possibly the best impact that we can have for the world. What's your thoughts?